Hello students, myself Rajesh Kumar Sharma, your biology teacher. Today we are going to discuss the topic apomixis and polyembryony of chapter 2, that is sexual reproduction in flowering plants. After discussing apomixis and polyembryony, we will discuss or revise the whole chapter because this is the last topic of chapter 2. Clear? Let's start. Apomixis and polyembryony. What is apomixis? Apomixis is alternative process of sexual reproduction in which there is no fertilization takes place. Clear? But the formation of seed occurs. Clear? This is apomixis. Let's start. Although seeds in general are products of fertilization, means seed formation in general is the result of sexual reproduction or fertilization. But in few flowering plants such as some species of Asteraceae or Compositae and grasses have evolved a special mechanism to produce seeds without fertilization. See clearly written. Formation of seeds occur but there is no fertilization. Called apomixis. Thus apomixis is a form of asexual reproduction that mimics sexual reproduction. Means apomixis है तो asexual process but इसका रिजल्ट जो है वो सेक्सुअल रिप्रोडक्शन की तरह होता है. दो apomixis is a asexual process but it mimics sexual reproduction. There are several ways of development of apomictic seeds. In some species, the diploid egg cell is formed without reduction division and develops into the embryo without fertilization. More often, as in many citrus and mango varieties, some of the nuclear cells surrounding the embryo sac, as we have already discussed in case of embryo sac, it starts dividing, protrude into embryo sacs and develops into embryos. In such species, each ovule contains many embryos. Occurrence of more than one embryo in a seed is referred to as polyembryony. Clear? Means in general one ovule contains one embryo sac. Clear? And in that embryo sac one embryo is development. One embryo formation takes place in one ovule. Clear? But here the case is polyembryony, means in single ovule there is formation of more than one embryos. Clear? As we know, in case of post fertilization changes, that ovule is formed seed or ovule changes into seed. Because of this reason, occurrence of more than one embryo in a seed is referred to as polyembryony. Clear? Apomixis and polyembryony. Apomixis is a type of asexual reproduction which mimics sexual reproduction. Clear? And what is polyembryony? Occurrence of more than one embryos in a seed is referred to as polyembryony. You can see, take out some seeds of orange and squeeze them. Observe the many embryos of different sizes and shapes of from each seed. Count the number of embryos in each seed. Now, hybrid varieties of several of our food and vegetable crops are being extensively cultivated. Cultivation of hybrids has tremendously increased the productivity. One of the problems of hybrid is that hybrid seeds have to be produced every year. If the seeds collected from the hybrids are sown, the plant progeny will segregate and do not maintain the hybrid characters. Production of hybrid seeds is costly, and hence the cost of hybrid seeds become too expensive for farmers. If these hybrids are made into apomictics, there is no segregation of characters in hybrid progeny. Then the farmers can keep on using the hybrid seeds to raise new crop year after year, and he does not have to buy hybrid seeds every year. Because of the importance of apomixis in hybrid seed industry, active research is going on in many laboratories around the world to understand the genetics of apomixis and transfer apomictic genes into the hybrid varieties. This is the new topic, apomixis and polyembryony. Now let's revise the whole chapter which we have studied till now. We have started from flower. Clear? And parts of flower. What are those? There are four major parts of a flower. That is calyx, corolla, androecium and gynoecium. Clear? Then we have studied the pre-fertilization events, that is gametogenesis and transfer of gametes in case of flowering plants. Then we have studied formation of pollen grain or male gametophyte or microsporogenesis. After that we have studied about stamen. Stamen has three parts, that is anther, connective and filament. Clear? The anther is generally dithecous or bithecous and tetrachambered, and the pollen grains formed have two layers, that is exine and antine. Exine is made up of a substance that is called as sporopollenin, which is very important. Why? Because till now there is no known enzyme which have ability to destroy the exine or sporopollenin. After male gamete formation, we have studied the formation of female gamete या female gametophyte, embryo sac. Clear? As you know, pistil or gynosium has three parts: stigma, style and ovary. After gametogenesis, we have studied transfer of gamete, the transfer of pollen grains, that is also called pollination. Pollination, as we have already discussed, autogamy, geitonogamy and genogamy. Then we have discussed agents of pollination: anemophily, hydrophily, entomophily, that is pollination by insects; anemophily, that is pollination by air; hydrophily, that is pollination by water; entomophily, that is pollination by insects; zoophily means pollination by animals; ornithophily means pollination by birds; chiratophily, pollination by bat; myrmecophily, pollination by ants, चींटियाँ; malacophily means pollination by snail or paila or घोंघा; elephophily, that is pollination by elephants. These are agents of pollination. After pollination, there is process of fertilization, and in case of plant there is double fertilization, means the two male gametes, of which one male gamete fertilizes egg cell and other male gamete fertilizes with the polar nuclei or central cell. Because of this reason, in case of plant there is a process that is called a double fertilization. Clear? Pre-fertilization events, that is gametogenesis, means formation of male and female gamete, then transfer of gamete, that is pollination, and then second step, that is fertilization. Clear? Now next and third one, that is post fertilization changes or post fertilization. After that, what are the changes occurs in flowering plants? As we have already discussed that ovules changes into seeds, ovary changes into fruit, and central cell changes into endosperm. Clear? In our next class we will discuss the next chapter, Okay, thank you.